Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Dior, and this is Middara. So, continuing the rest of the match, I just killed the Animates using Femkey and taking advantage of her backstab ability. And that is it for that turn. Goes to Blighted Guardian. Blighted Guardian is still within range 6 of a target, specifically Nightingale. So Nightingale is going to... now technically it can also move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it actually can... so whenever you're... It says up to range 6. So as long as I meet that requirement, it will still move. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And in doing so, yeah, it just says to move to be within range 6 from an opponent within movement range. So technically, it would actually try to do. It could try to do that with Remy. Let's see if it can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what if it moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it will actually take a shot from here. It will shoot through hindering. Yeah, so it's kind of weird how it's set up. It probably should have tried attacking some other targets if possible. Yeah, it says move up to... Yeah, it should have probably have just picked based off the initiative, so that's probably my bad, but I'm not going to backtrack for it. It honestly wouldn't have made that much of a difference in most cases. So it's going to go ahead and attack Nightingale. Nightingale is going to dodge using a gene tweak. Alright, 4, so she has 15 defense. I rolled 14, which thankfully missed. Then it's going to attack again. I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina to dodge. 4 again, so 15. 13 minus 1 is 12, so it still misses. And that's it for the Blighted Guardian. Goes to Zeke. Who still needs buffs? Technically, Remy does. Alright, so barrier on Remy, haste on Zeke, and then spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, goes to Nightingale. Nightingale has to move away, else she's going to get blasted with magic. Spend a stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Also, she heals too. Seven. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She'll go there and attack the Blighted Terror. We'll do Precise Strike and empower it. Misses completely. I'm not going to bother re-rolling it. I'll spin once. I'll do Aligning Machine to get an extra attack and empower it. Okay, that's 13 minus 1, which is actually a miss because of the hindering terrain. I'll try to re-roll the 5 and see if I get better. I didn't, so it's a miss. Yeah, this thing's kind of ridiculous. 13 defense is just insane. Alright, new round. Alright, Remy goes. Remy's going to recover too. And she's going to go hide. To there. And just hang out for now. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale's not going to move. Scratch that. Yeah, I'll have her move. Spend a stamina to move to there. Okay. Still -1 to the attack, that's fine. I'll spend stamina to empower the precise strike. 3. Not much better. Aligning machine will empower that shot as well. Misses completely. And that's it. Alright, goes to DM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just in range. Alright, so DM does recover 2. And she's just going to spend a stamina to move down to here. Alright. Goes to Femke. 4 stamina. Spend 1 to move. Does she need to move? You know what? She doesn't really need to move right now. Alright, goes to Zeke. So far we hadn't hit the Blighted Terror in a couple of rounds now, just simply because he's just so hard to freaking hit. Alright, well, let's go with, Oh, also, I'm having him move 6. Why did I have him move 6 earlier? 1, 2, 3, 4. He should have only moved here. Which would have not went for Remy, and would have went for Nightingale instead. Yeah, I completely forgot Blighted Terror has 4 movement, so technically it would just went this way and attacked Nightingale. It's still same result, so because he didn't actually hit anything, so it's not a big deal on that front. But with that in mind, I would have actually stayed in place at that point. Yeah, she would have stayed in place and just shot from here. That's alright. I'll just take the misses still. And move her here. Because I can't take the shot from... Can I? No, I can. Never mind. Yeah, we'll just say I went over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well technically she has to be here. So yeah, I apologize. I'm so used to everything having 6 movement that I completely forgot. That's alright. Alright, so it's all fixed. Zeke is going to move. Well, actually, he's going to put barrier on himself. I believe that's everybody buffed up now. Actually, no, I'll put barrier on... No, yeah, she's buffed already. So yeah, I'll take care of all the buffs. And then spend the stamina to move. He's just... Oop, wrong one. We'll go down to here. Alright, goes to Blighted Guardian. Blighted Guardian's going to go 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, it's going to try to make a jump across this water here. That'll be 4 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's going to try to shoot at Remy. Yep, so -1 to the attack. Remy will go ahead and spend... this should have reset. So Gene tweaked the dodge. 1, so 12 defense. Alright, misses, and then I will go ahead and spend another stamina to dodge the second strike that's coming. 4. And misses. Alright. Then it goes to Rook. Rook is going to get 4 stamina, spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it doesn't even need to move. Perfect. So first things first, I'm going to spend 1 stamina to cast Corrosive Ideal. I'm also going to go ahead and empower it. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's also within range of that, so he'll heal for 1. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and empower it. Corrosive Ideal. Here it goes. Alright, so 6 plus 1 spellbook is 7, so 13 in total. He is now poisoned. So at the very least, while he's running around, he's taking damage. And then I'm going to do Courage Stifle, no Empower. 5 plus 6 is 11. And 13, so nothing. Alright, new round. Again, I apologize for the mistakes on the movement. Alright, goes to Nightingale. Nightingale is going to... get her 3 stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of range for heals, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and pop the phase token and use that to teleport onto a spot with an SOI. And she's going to teleport to here. So now she has high ground. Alright. A few things I want to check on elevation. Okay, so I can only ignore figures, but I can't ignore terrain. Alright, so shooting from here, we'll do a Precise Strike with Empower. Alright, complete miss. I'll use a Lining Machine and then Empower it. That's also a miss, and then I'm going to go ahead and spend... I'm just going to spend 2 stamina and shoot once, with no Empower. Okay, 2. I'm going to use Kill the Messenger and change that into an 8. So that's 14, minus 1, because of shooting through hindering is 13. It's exactly a hit. So it's going to do 1 Starburst of damage, plus 6 from the barbed arrows is 7, and then 9, 11. So 11 damage in total, putting it at 35. Alright. That was Nightingale's turn, goes to Rook. Rook is going to get 4 stamina and spend 2 to go ahead and do Courage Stifle. Seven plus 6 is 13. 12. Alright, takes 10 damage, putting it at 45. At this point, he's going to go ahead and spend a stamina to do re-equip. And filter his items in. And that'll be it for his turn. Alright, so it goes to Zeke. Zeke is going to just hang out for now. No, he's not going to hang out for now. He's going to move. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go to there. Alright, next goes to Remy. Remy will recover 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's within range. So she recovers 2. And then she's going to spend 2 to fly. And go to... not really... We'll go to here. And just hang out there for now. I'm trying to get prepared for the second phase as best as I can, but there's not much I can do about it. Goes to Femke's turn. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and send Femke forward. Spend 1 stamina to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do... No, it's too risky, because then it's just going to act. So yeah, I'm just going to move to here and call it good. I don't know if she was already there or not, but I'm not too worried about it. Goes to Blighted Guardian. Nothing's within SOI. It's going to go after Nightingale and shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -1 to the attack. Nightingale will dodge with Hoodie. 3 plus 1 shield, so 15 defense. 16, alright. So it'll be base damage 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 damage in total. Reduce it by 2, so it takes 5. Then second shot's coming, and she'll dodge it with a normal stamina. And fail. Oh, also I need to roll, so 10's a miss. I need to roll a purple die for the poison, so I'll do that now. 3 damage. There we go. Then it goes to DM. And at this point I'll have DM move. So she'll spend 1 stamina to move. 1, 2, 3. Actually, she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, using a jump with Rook's help. So here's the jump. Yeah, 7 plus 6 plus 6 is more than enough to make that jump. And she's going to go ahead and do a false idol with resonance. Okay. 13 minus 1 is a miss, unfortunately. Yeah, because I'm attacking through a hindering terrain, so it is a miss. I'll do the reroll. That's also a miss. I'm going to go ahead and spin 2 to go ahead and cast Resonance. Alright, 6 plus 6 is 12. 11. And take 7 damage, putting it at 55. And I think that's going to be it for this round. So, reset. Alright, goes to DM first. She's going to go back to max stamina. And she's going to go ahead and do False Idol with Resonance again. Misses. Gets a reroll. Also misses. Then she's going to spin 2 to go ahead and cast Resonance. Alright, 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. Okay. Does 4 damage, which is more than enough that I need. So she's going to go ahead and... Oh, she does recover too as well, because she's within the font. Alright. To be honest, I think I'm just going to have her stay in place. And we're going to see what happens. So what's going to happen first is the poison's going to hit. No matter what, it's going to kill it. So it dies. That poison's gone now. It goes up to 60. And then this gets removed, of course. We killed it with normal damage, not with a knockdown, so it does come back as Blighted Brute. And then we need the Blighted Brute Intelligent card. I don't think it's in here, is it? Yep, it is in here. Here it is, Blighted Brute. Oh, and there's our Blighted Brute. Right. Here comes this nonsense again. So, is there an opponent within reach 2? Yes, make an attack against each opponent within reach 2. All opponents hit by the previous attack are pushed to force 11. And then continue to the otherwise step. Alright. So it's going to make an attack on DM. DM is going to nimble dodge. 1 plus 1, so that'll bring her to 14 defense. Minus 1 to the attack. No empower. Oh, of course, 16 hits. Alright, it's going to do... So 16 minus 1 is 15. I had 14 defense, so it's going to do 1 damage, and then another 3 from the shields, so that brings it up to 7. Or sorry, brings it up to 4. My math is just failing me. Alright, so 4 damage. And then I will need to make a I have to make a check against poison, which is force 11, I think. All right, failed. She's going to be poisoned, but I think she's going to end up dying instead, because I have to also make another check against being pushed 2. All right, and that's going to kill her, because she's just going to get knocked into the pit. So I'll knock her to the pit. If I do revive her, she's going to come back at... she has 17 health, so we'll bring her down to 8 wounds. And she'll still be poisoned. Alright. Now that's been completed. Next, it says go down to the otherwise AI step. Move towards furthest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, alright, so it goes that way. This thing has 4 movement, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then everything within SOI is going to get pulled. At force 11. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with Rook first. Makes it. Nightingale. Okay, that's 10. I'm going to have Rook pop a Bottle Blessing to make her reroll the 3. And she now passes. And then last is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no one else. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no one else. Also, we need to get the animates back. I apologize. I should have taken care of that first. So let's go ahead and pull up the bounty book. Boop, boop, and boop. Okay, it didn't affect his movement because the water was below him. Alright, one animate is here. Other animate is down here. And then we need a bunch of water tiles, unfortunately. Okay. So, like I said, sorry I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to get this done because we've kind of done this before. This does put him on current and water, but he does have a water lower gem, so he can dodge in water, so that's not too bad. Okay, and then there. There. And there. Okay. We take care of all the pushes and pulls, so we're good on that. Goes to animate. We're going to go through this nonsense again. They will not purposely get themselves killed through current, so taking that into account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll get him to there and attack Remy. Remy has nothing to dodge with, so here comes that. Alright, misses completely. That's it for him. Goes to the other animate. It's going to target Remy, because Remy has higher initiative. Remy's going to spend a stamina to dodge. And re-roll it using the catsuit. Gets 2, so that brings her up to 13 defense. Attack with Empower. 12 is a miss, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, in the skull on top of that. She will spend a stamina to go ahead and counter. And miss. And that should be everything. Alright, goes to Remy. Remy will get back her stamina. She's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to get healed for 2. And then she's going to spend 2 stamina to attack the... Oh, actually, this thing needs to move. It's going to move 1, 2, and then get pulled by the current that way. Alright. So instead of attacking, she's going to move. Also, other thing to check. It's straight diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so she can actually see it. Okay. Alright, spend a stamina to move. I might do flight instead. Nah, she'll just move. She's going to get adjacent to this thing and start swinging. So spend 2 stamina, attack. 12, almost there. You almost made it, Remy. And then 1 more attack. And complete miss. Alright. Don't want to spend summon tokens just yet. Goes to Nightingale. So a lot of things I have to deal with, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do down the masses, targeting them both. One will go for Blighted Brute. That'll be 10. I'm not gonna take the +1 bonus for not moving. So I'm gonna reroll the 3. Alright, that's 13 in total exactly, which will hit it. The base damage 0, Starburst brings it up to 1. And I didn't empower this time, so don't worry about that die. So 1 +6 from the barbed arrows brings it up to 7. And I think that's going to be it for that. Yeah, 7 in total. It's only going to take half because it's resistant to ranged, so just 3 damage. And then the second shot, I will go ahead and empower it and see if I can get past that armor. Unfortunately, I missed. I'll go ahead and not do anything else, and I'm going to spend 1 stamina to move. So yeah, I was saving the Devastatings to hope when I hit the guy, but it didn't work. So I'm going to spend a stamina to just move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Now the Blighted Brute can get up on here as part of his little fancy little trait, where he knows his lair. So that is it for Nightingale. Also, she was up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She does heal for 2, so that's the good news. All right. Goes to Zeke. So Zeke is going to start moving. Yeah. So get a stamina. You're going to spend 1 stamina to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To get to there. And it's time. So these, as far as throws are concerned, let's see if we can find something about it. Throw is 33. Throw deals physical damage. Alright, so not an attack. Okay. So yeah, it's not considered an attack or anything like that, so it's just a throw. It's not considered range. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and start popping all my hand axes first. For a total of 12 damage. Yeah. It's specifically that icon. Is an attack. It is an attack action. So throws are not an attack action, so it does not resist. It specifically resists ranged attacks, not and throws are not ranged attacks because they're not an attack. So, alright, did the 12. Then I'm going to go ahead and pop the backpack. Actually, no, before I pop the backpack, I'm going to throw a throwing knife for another 7. And then I'm going to use the backpack to swap in the shivs. All these are abused, by the way. It's just how it's set up. Alright, so shiv, shiv. That's used. That's going to swap back in. And I'll take a BAMP token while I'm at it. Alright. So hand axes are used, and then I'm going to throw both shivs. For another 10 damage. And then I'm going to throw that last throwing knife. For 1. Alright. Still not enough to do. It's still catching up to Nightingale's one-on-one damage, but still, it's a nice chunk. Definitely made his mark. Goes to Rook. We'll get 4 stamina. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 stamina and do Corrosive Ideal. His conviction's the same. I'm going to go ahead and empower it and pray I don't fail it. Alright, 6 plus 2 is 8, so 14 in total. Alright, fails it, so he is poisoned. So as long as I can stay alive, he'll eventually die. Next, I'll do a Courage Stifle. No empower. 5 plus 6 is 11. Alright, 15 is definitely a success. He'll spend 1 to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will provoke. I'm not going to dodge. Actually, yes, I will use too many belts to dodge. Fails. So 0. And then the attack comes. 12 is a hit. It's going to be base 1 damage plus 3 from the shield. So 4, it's going to do 0 damage. And that's it. Also, I haven't been keeping track of the energy tokens on the Organe Blade. Simply because I don't actually ever attack with it. Of course, I could counter if I want to, but I'm not going to. Which actually, that does remind me. Whenever the Blighted Brute is dealt damage, by the way, it actually puts muck tokens in place on each space an adjacent opponent occupies. But all the times I've done damage to it, there have been no adjacent opponents. So we're good on that front. Alright. Alright, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop from the grave and bring back DM. It's anywhere within SOI, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can literally just put her all the way over there, thanks to the Hemlock and Snare. And then that is it for the turn. Oh, I could have done the 3 damage with the Barbed Breastplate, but if I did that, that would put muck on the floor as I pass by or whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and add DM back, which I didn't even remove her from the initiative. So she is back. She is within range of the Font of Renewal. I'll use it to remove the poison that she has. She does still keep all of her effects as far as I know, so here's all of that. And then she's going to go ahead and attack using False Idol and then use Resonance. Alright, misses. Reroll. Also misses. Next I'll spend 2 stamina to go ahead and attack again. Actually, I will not attack again. Instead, I'm actually going to spend a stamina to move. One, two, three, four, five. So I'm hoping to try to force the animate to jump across. It's only a 1 in 6 chance, but it's better than nothing. Alright, with all that said and done, I'll go ahead and pop I'll do Ruination. Alright, 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay, fails it. I do a whole 4 damage. Alright, I'll go ahead and cast one more time. Okay, 7 plus 2 is 9, so 15. Alright, 10, so it fails. Cast again. 8, so it takes another 8, bring it to 12. Alright, that was DM, goes to Femke. Let's, Alright, I'm gonna have her move. Spend stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go right to there. So that's gonna cost her another 2 stamina. Actually, let me check flanking and see if I can do it from here. Okay, so flanking can be done with reach weapons. So yeah, so they can be counted. So I have to be directly either opposite diagonals or opposite sides, so it have to be this way. So yeah, that will cost her 3 stamina to get to there. Then she's going to go ahead and pop a false idol. Misses because of skull. Alright, 16 plus 1 because of flanking, which is 17. So 4 damage base because of 13 defense. 14, 15, or sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then plus 3 from backstab, so 12 in total. So it'll do 9. Make sure I did that right. So 17 minus 13 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it actually did 12. So we're done one more. I think that's right. I did 4 and 12. Sorry, brain's farting on me. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 3 is 12. Minus 3 is 9. Okay, so yeah, I did it right. So there you go. Then I'm going to spend 1 stamina to do a quick blow. It misses. Alright, and that is it for the round. Okay, goes to Zeke. Not much that could be done here. He's kind of through his load. I could have done the fortune cookie at some point. That would have been kind of useful. So I'm going to spend 1 stamina to move. And he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to figure out where I want to go at this point. Everything's going to kind of lead to death at this point. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll end up going that direction. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just move him adjacent to this thing and start swinging. I'm going to go ahead and use the backpack to swap in the longsword. And then I'll swing. And I am going to go ahead and empower. So, all of this. Good luck. 12. It's going to be a miss. And if I miss, it won't do anything because it's only on hits that it actually complains. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is pop the fortune cookie and add an additional white on top of it. For 3. Alright, so that's 15 in total, which is a hit. It's going to do 2 damage base, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just 6 damage. Nothing too special, to be honest, but I want to do it anyway. So 39. This does add muck to the terrain. That should be enough to hold it for a while. Okay. Muck just makes it so it costs an extra to do any sort of actions abilities. But only abilities that already had a cost above 0. Alright. Goes to Femke. Femke is going to get her stamina back. She'll go ahead and do False Idol and attack the animate. Alright, that's a miss. Gets a free reroll. Also a miss. Spend 2 to attack again. Alright, that is 15 plus 1 for flank is 16, so 3 damage base. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 because of backstab. Minus 3 is 10, so it's going to kill that animate finally. Alright, we did actually kill it pretty quick. Alright, 9 gold. So that puts us at 392. We're also burning through items like crazy. I will go ahead and spend a stamina to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 3. And I'm going to attack the Blighted Brute. And I'm going to, since this is her 3rd attack, I'm going to go ahead and do Brutal Slaughter. And make the attack. It was a miss. Would have been awesome. I would have done so much damage. But it was not in the cards. Goes to Nightingale. So Nightingale is going to gain 4 stamina and move up. And she's going to target the Blighted Brute. Figures don't count as far as blocking because of elevation difference. We'll start with down the masses. I'll target the Blighted Brute first. Alright, I can change that 2 into a 8. So that's 15, so 2 damage base, 3, 4, and that is it. There'll be 4 plus 6, so that's 10. This time I'll actually use them. 12, 14, so a total of 7 damage because of the resistance. Puts it at 46. Then the other one, I'll go for the animate next. I'm going to go ahead and empower it. And miss completely. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop a fight drive and shoot the Blighted Brute again. 12 is a miss. I'm going to go ahead and use a lining machine to shoot one more time. That's also a miss, and then I'm going to use the other fight drive to attack again. And that's also a miss. Alright. just kind of getting prepared to get. She's either going to get wrecked by the animate or get wrecked by the Blighted Brute, whichever. Next is DM, who's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's within sight, so she does recover 2, which she desperately needs. All right, so 4 stamina. Spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I went this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much I can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And she's going to go ahead and try to do Ruination on it. 7 plus 1 is 8, so 12, and plus 6 is 14. Alright, 9. Let's go ahead and roll that casting die. For 2. Alright. She's going to go ahead and spend 2 health and get 2 more stamina and then use it to cast again. Alright, 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 6 is 16. Alright, 11's a fail. Cast again. 2 damage. So 50 out of 80. Alright, goes to Rook. Rook will get 4 stamina. He's going to go ahead and spend 1 stamina to do Corrosive Ideal, targeting the animate. He will go ahead and empower it as well. And then take 3 damage. And then he'll go ahead and cast Courage Stifle on the Blight. 6 plus 6 is 12. And gets 12. Alright. Unless I want to Fortune Tell it. Which is tempting, but I don't think I want to do that yet. Alright. Goes to Animate. Animate is going to heal for 4, but it's already at full. No one's adjacent. There are 4 people within SOI. It's going to target Zeke. So it's going to go ahead and cast a spell on Zeke. Zeke will just have to roll and see if he makes it. 11. Well, he is now Darknessed. So he gets -1 defense and can't dodge now. And then it goes, he's going to go ahead and target... Oh, actually, sorry, I was going to prioritize the person with the lowest conviction value. That is my bad. Lowest conviction value is Nightingale. And there's no way Nightingale would have passed the check, because it's 15. And the most she can get is 14. Alright. And then it's going to shoot her, and there's nothing she can do about it. So, 11 is a hit. It's going to do 1, 2 damage, which will get reduced by 2 by the Hoodie of Deflection, so 0. I don't have a way of countering, unfortunately. Also, I haven't used her freaking Ambitious yet. I should really have done that. Does get Chains of Perdition, though. 16 that time. So that's going to hit. It's going to be base 6 damage. 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 2 is 8. So, there we go. Then make an attack against move towards the nearest opponent. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So nearest opponent's a tie, but it's going to go after Zeke because he's furthest up the initiative, and makes an attack on Zeke. Because there's no way they can attack Nightingale. Zeke has a stamina to dodge. He's not darkness, not like Nightingale. +1, so 12. Actually, no, he can't. He can't dodge because Muck adds 1 to the cost. So we'll just take the attack with the Empower. It misses, so we're good to go. Alright, that is it for Animate. Goes to Remy. Remy is going to heal for 2, get 4 stamina, and then get moving. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and land here. Actually, 9. We're going right there. So that cost her an extra. And I don't think it's going to matter, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. We'll do that. Kind of checking here. Move towards farthest opponent. Alright. We might be able to kill the brood. It's kind of weird. I might be able to take advantage of an AI step. We'll see. But I moved 3. I moved 10 with flight, so that would actually be all of her stamina. Alright. I'll go ahead and flip the Animism and just throw a knife at the Blighted Brute for 2 damage. Alright. Goes the Blighted Brute. Roll purple die for damage. 1 poison damage, so 53. Okay, so let's go in order. Make a separate attack against each opponent within reach 2. That'll be Zeke, Rook, and Femke. I'll start with Femke first. So roll dodge, +1 to that, so 13 defense. 17. -1 is 16, so 3, 6. 6 damage in total, 5 because of barrier. And then I have to roll for poison. Fails it, she's going to get poisoned. And then I have to... we'll do the attacks first and then deal with the pushes. Rook is next. Rook is not going to... Rook will dodge with the belt. Nothing. Not surprised. 13's a hit. It's going to be -1 because of hindering, so 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage, but does nothing against his armor. And then last one's going to be for Zeke. Zeke is not going to dodge. Hits. It's going to do... looks like 15, so it's be 4... 7 damage in total, so 5 damage in total. Alright, so next we'll roll convictions. So white and orange. 12 is enough to resist the 11. Nine is not enough to resist that. Cat, get off desk. So he's going to get pushed back 2. And then Zeke. Oh, Zeke resisted. It'll go Femke for the push. 7's a fail for that. It's going to get pushed this way and take do 1 damage to each of them. Alright. Then the otherwise step. Furthest opponent is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, it's a tie between DM and Rook, DM being the highest. So it's going to move away. I'll do the break attack with Zeke. Okay, misses. Two. Let's see, it says move towards farthest opponent. Farthest opponent is DM. So every step has to be towards her. She's higher on initiative than Rook. No one else is further away. Technically. The way you measure distance is a bit weird, to be honest. It's either that, or if you count the figures. No, I think measuring distance, I think you go purely by diagonals. Either way, I'm going to have to... technically, if I'm going to follow it to the letter, where it says it's moving, every step has to be moving towards the target, it'll have to make the jump here. And then go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to make the jump. Alright. Now, Zeke is within SOI, and I could just pop this and make him roll a skull and make him fall. Now, there's a few things I want to check here. Let's go ahead and go back to the bounty book. So, rule Terrorizer. If read the text for B. It's on its back, it splits open. Then replace the initiative card, read the text for the special counter rule the slain. Yeah, I think it worked. Yeah, you can't push him into a pit because he's hulking, but he can jump. And if he jumps, he can fall. So yeah, that will kill him. I mean, even without the jump, I think we could have taken him and just worn him down at this point. As you can see, where we pumped so much damage into him. Now, if he had made the jump, he would have done 1, 2, 3. He would have pulled Remy, Zeke, these two, and Rook. And it would have been a pull 4 at force 11, which that's usually what kills you, is you just get yanked into pits like that. But yeah, that does kill him, because I forced him to roll a skull as he jumped across, which will put him right here, which is dangerous terrain, which kills him. If it was phase 1, he would have just came back normally. But in this case, since it's already phase 2, it actually kills him. So yeah, he's defeated. We did miss out on 1 animate worth of treasure, but I'm not that concerned about it. So let's go ahead and read. The Blighted Brute is defeated. Restore Adventurers. Each party member gains 1 experience. Party gains 50 gold. Reveal medium hidden card BP3 and gain the Brute Serum relic, and then continue to the story round. So at this point, we cannot do any more runs of this bounty, which is probably for the best. I mean, if we didn't succeed on this round, we would have succeeded next time pretty easily at that point. For the most part, these bounties are designed to be one tier higher than their skull rating, essentially. So, if the skulls were associated with the mundane, common, and uncommon, 2 skulls would be essentially equal to an uncommon tier, which is pretty correct, because that's what an Eldritch Animate is. You don't encounter them until you fight uncommon. So yeah, that works. So, like I said before, I apologize for any movement errors and things like that. I tried to follow the AI as best as possible. It's kind of complicated, especially with the Blighted Brute, with how it moves and kind of ignores everything else. But it worked out. We had 1 person die. It was DM, and I rezzed her to kind of get in a position to deal with one of the animates. But it wasn't too bad. So yeah. 50 gold, and let's go ahead and reveal that BP3. Alright. Brute Serum. It is a story relic. Gives you 2 health. Conviction upgrade teal. And your strength becomes 7. Really, really unique, really, really cool. In most cases, I give it to Remy, since she gets more hit points, and then, 7 strength is always cool. So that's something we can mess around with. Alright, and that would essentially give her a teal conviction to play around with. Alright, and that should be it. Oh yeah, we need to get 50 gold as well, and then +1 experience. And then we never have to do the book ever again. So 50 gold will bring us to 442, and then +1 experience puts us at these amounts. So can't do anything with Rook. Should have 1 at this point. Can't do anything really with our experience amounts. We're both Remy and Nightingale are both heading their way towards tier 4 of their respective discipline paths. Zeke, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, to be honest. He's kind of like buff guy with fortune telling, and really the main thing is the fortune telling. That's really all I wanted from him. We could buy a magical leather dress if we want to. There's not really any point in doing so at this point. It's classified as leather armor. I don't really need it. I could try upgrading Zeke's armor, which we did get some armor. We got a hoodie of deflection, which I think I'm going to go ahead and give to him. Get his HP up. So no armor anymore, but that's okay. He'll get 6 health, which will put him at 18, which is probably a little bit more respectable. And the cuirass we'll just hold on to for right now. The question is do I want to mess around with the oversized club at all? Deal 5 physical damage to all adjacent. With teal dice, well, it's automatically empowered, so I don't need to worry about anything like that. So this with Brute Serum can actually do some pretty good damage, which is kind of tempting. With teal dice, yeah, even without the empowered die, it's possible to get 4 shields and a starburst. You have to roll max on both die, though. It's definitely an interesting little weapon, so I may mess with that. We did get one of these earlier. I don't want this anymore. Anything else to play around with? Not really. The only thing that'll be interesting is maybe the oversized club, which I may try to use, but we'll see. Besides that, I might consider doing some shopping for some items and clear out the inventory. How much would that cost us? 4, 8, 14, 24, 34, 44, 48, 52, 62, 72. Not bad. I might just buy the knives just to clear those out. I did make, a bunch of extra money at least. Alright, so yeah, rambled on enough. We'll go ahead and call this a video, like I said. Hopefully I did that sort of correct. If not, I'm not going back, so we're just going to deal with what we have. But I think that was pretty legit. Like I said, even without the jump and falling, we had pumped so much damage into it, and the poison would have gradually worn it down. If need be, I could have done what I did before and had Nightingale hide and just go from there. So yeah, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Middara, and we'll continue on the story round next time. See ya.